What is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be going through a little guide for Kai'Sa Jungle, who recently received some buffs in patch 10.11 and also got some items buff that she's going to be taking in this patch as well. So those two buffs put together actually make her a pretty decent jungler, and some people say underrated, some people say overpowered, some people say slept on, whatever. But this video today we're going to be running through how you can make this pick work and why it might actually be pretty good and help you gain some LP of your own. Before we get into this, I just want to ask if you're not subscribed already, if you click that subscribe button really quick, helps me out a ton, helps you guys stay up to date on all my latest content, works out for both of us. With that being said, here we go into this Kai'Sa Jungle guide. On the screen we are watching Tarzan play this in a high Diamond 1 low Master Tier game. The opening clear for Kai'Sa is just going to be red into blue into the top side, Gromp Wolves. Then you're going to look for a Crab or potentially even an early gank, because you actually do have decent ganking at level 3 as long as you have red buff. But obviously you don't want to be getting in too crazy fights early on in the game as Kai'Sa, because you are pretty weak. But with that early game clear, you can actually do the blue side camps pretty easily and pretty healthy. You do get a little bit low, but it's not anything terrible, so you do want to kind of be a little bit wary of invades and stuff like that, but you should be good for the most part. But then after that, Kai'Sa gets way stronger. You do want to start out with Hunter's Machete, and then you're also going to start out with Refillable, and then you're going to go from there. You are going to be building Red Smite Warrior into a RUNES Hurricane, and then you're going to go crit items from there. You're just going to go a very standard Kai'Sa jungle build, or just like a Kai'Sa AD carry build, just like you normally would. It's going to be really standard, but you want to make sure you get that early zeal item, because in this patch zeal items were buffed as well to give an increased 2% movement speed, which is really good on AD carries, but also really good on jungle. Jungle's all about pathing, getting to the right spots, being able to set up ganks, being able to clear camps faster, and all that stuff. Also, the Kai'Sa buffs on this patch were that her Q got an increased AD damage ratio of 0.5, which again in and of itself is a pretty significant buff. It's going to be pretty good. But then once you put that together with the zeal buffs, that is just going to be very strong. So getting Warrior and then RUNES early, that's going to be a nice 2-item power spike for Kai'Sa. You're obviously going to be going Berserker Greaves as well. But then as you finish a 3rd item, something like an Infinity Edge or something like that, you're going to be very strong. Kai'Sa is insane in the jungle because she does so much damage. She is one of the best hyper-scaling late-game carried jungler options that we really have in the game today. So if you are in a jungle matchup that isn't going to be invading very much and is going to be letting you free farm up, and scale, then you're going to be in a very good position. If you are a carry jungler who loves dealing a ton of damage, then Kai'Sa might just be the option for you, because she can definitely be really good at that, especially in lower elos where games are going to go later. You're going to have the opportunity to free scale more. You're not going to be getting invaded, anything like that. Then Kai'Sa could be a great option. Also, the one thing you do have to worry about is you don't want to put her in too bad of a team composition, I think, because obviously Kai'Sa isn't going to provide much utility or anything to your teams. So if you have like a carry top laner, a mid laner is not providing much for your team, a marksman AD carry, then maybe Kai'Sa wouldn't be the best fit for you. But if you have, maybe a tank top laner with some utility, a support with some utility, Kai'Sa could be a great option as like a 2nd carry or a 3rd carry for your team, because she can absolutely turn into a huge monster late game. Maybe even if you have a mage bot laner as well, then Kai'Sa I think could fit into your composition really well and easily. As far as the rune page for Kai'Sa, this is going to be Press the Attack in the jungle. Press the Attack, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, with Domination secondary being Eyeball Collector and Ravenous Hunter. Then you're going to take attack speed, adaptive force, and armor for your 3rd set of runes. Also, you're going to be starting out Q, then putting a point in E, then W, then maxing Q, maxing E, and finally maxing W, obviously putting points in your ultimate when you can. I think Kai'Sa is a really underrated pick. I think she is a pretty fun jungler to play, and again, she is an absolute carry threat in the jungle. You are going to lose to most people early. You do kind of want to keep an eye on the other jungler, make sure you're pathing to the crabs away from them. You want to get wards, so just watch out for invades and stuff, watch out for enemy laners roaming to you. You are going to get a little bit low in the early game, but again, if you can survive that, your clear is going to get way better, you're going to get way stronger, and you're just going to become an absolute monster, and you're going to be just a really great late game scaling damage option. And yeah, Kai'Sa isn't the best in the AD carry position right now. Obviously AD carries are kind of getting one-shots, a really hard roll. You don't really have the opportunities to scale up and stuff, but honestly you might be able to scale up a little bit safer in the jungle, and her jungle clear is good enough to do just that. But yeah, Tarzan tried out this build, made a video about it. I wanted to put a little guide out there, get my thoughts and opinions on everything, and let you guys know that this is another option for a pick that I've seen people play before Tarzan. He's not the first person to try this out. but people have done it before. People have done it really, really well up to very high elos. I believe there's been like Grandmaster Kai'Sa jungles before, and with the buffs again to Kai'Sa and Zeal items, and she had got increased range on her ultimate too, which could potentially help you out on some ganks or cross map plays or something like that. I think Kai'Sa can be a really great option for you guys. But yeah, pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Kai'Sa jungle? If you try it out, let me know how that goes. Subscribe to update on my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.